Now, next up, we've got the Jags against the Titans, a game that surprised me quite a bit in terms of just how close it is and how well Minshew played for the second week in a row. Gardner Minshew disappointed in the sense that he wasn't as wildly accurate, nor was he as safe with the ball. Even with this, though, Minshew still impressed. I mean, he threw for over 300 yards and 3 touchdowns in total. But not great when you factor in the 2 picks. But the production offensively with 30 points gives me the idea that Minshew gets about a C grade for this game. Had the offense not been productive through the air, it'd be more like a D- or an F grade overall for Minshew, but they were. Through the first 2 weeks, Minshew has looked impressive, and I think Jaguars fans, along with NFL fans in general, are a bit surprised with just how competitive the Jags seem to be against the Titans, losing just 30-33. The ground game was also there as James Robinson put up over 100 yards and a touchdown for the Jags alone on the ground. And defensively, the Jags looked a bit slow and definitely couldn't find a way to force Tannehill into making many mistakes overall. Not to mention, they didn't exactly stop the ground game with Henry as he put up 84 yards overall, but I will admit, they were able to keep Henry from getting a ton of chunk runs with just 3.4 yards per carry, and overall, the Jags look solid right now. And their 1-1 record is about where I'd expect a team like this to be in Week 2. As for the Titans, well, things looked up through the air. As I said before, Tannehill threw nearly perfectly, with 4 touchdowns to no picks and a strong completion percentage. He seemed to be more comfortable this week than last, and I hope that the Titans can sustain this quarterback play moving forward, seeing as Henry hasn't exactly been dominant on the ground when you look at his yards per attempt averages. Defensively, the Titans struggled to hold back the Jags offensively through pure yards, letting up 480 total yards and 6.8 yards per play to the Jags. Now, what saved them were the 2 interceptions that kept the Jags from putting up over 40 points. Not to mention, the Titans also caught a break with the penalties, as the Jags lost 60 yards throughout the day in penalties alone. And overall, the Titans' pass game looked promising, the defense looked nervous, and the run game needs to become more reliable in terms of production.